gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ti sọ ó make sense. Oh my gosh. Me God, I know that Yoruba was all. Hello, it's your girl Dami. I'm back with another video. It's been a long week, but I'm back as always. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome, and if you've not subscribed, I would advise you to subscribe below. Click the subscription button and share as much as possible. I don't know why I'm so happy today. Anyway, so about a week ago, or a week or two ago, I posted on my Instagram, and I asked you guys to ask me any questions that you wanted to, ask me, and some people asked me some questions. I'm answering all of your questions. So if you see me looking down, know why I'm looking down. I'm just trying to get through your questions as quickly as possible. So yes, let me start. So the first question was okay, let's start with the unserious questions first. So because the reason why I said this is unserious is because my sister-in-law sent me a question, and she said, my niece's name in front, Bella, who's your favorite princess? So Bella, you're my favorite princess. I hope you're saying this because I know she watches my video. So Bella, you're my favorite princess, and I love you loads. And then on to the next one would be, what advice on getting ready for marriage? Like when I was reading through like some of these questions here, I was like, I wish I had the chance, I had the opportunity to ask people, these questions before I got married, because some of the questions kind of relate. I can kind of relate because I've been there, and the sort of advice and help I got was indeed helpful, and some were not helpful. So I'll get to that later. So the first one I would say is pray and date intentionally. So there's no point in dating the person if you're not ready to go all out for the person or pray for them. So in as much as you've prayed and you have to go ahead that, okay, I'm good to date, or we're okay today, you still need to continuously pray about it, because in case anything has changed along the way, at least you're still asking God for help and assistance. And like I said, involve God. So let God be the foundation of your relationship with whoever you're dating. Even sometimes when we have friendships and stuff, we still have to put God in that relationship. So the relationship that I have with my girls are on the basis that, we're not just friends to develop each other, we're friends we both have the understanding that even in our friendship, we have to put God first. And I think we still discussed this yesterday. So so you need to know yourself and love yourself. So if you love yourself, then other people or your partner will be able to love you same way as you love yourself. So that is the third one. And the fourth one would be, know the person you're getting married to. So you need to, in as much as you're knowing yourself, or you're letting yourself know yourself, if that makes sense, then you need to know the person that you're getting married to, because you don't want to wait till when you get married and then you start seeing everything that you haven't seen or known prior to marriage, that could possibly or be a disaster. Because at the end of the day, this is someone that you're going to be spending the rest of your life with. So if you don't know them or anything about them, which would help a great deal. So what I would say, spend as much time as possible with the person so you can know. Even though sometimes they say that, oh, you cannot know everything about your partner before you get married, I think the better the best you can do for yourself is try and spend as much time with them as possible, so that at least the things that they're trying to probably hide, or some characters or traits that they'll probably they hide from you when you're probably on the phone, but when you do spend time with them, one way or the other, that thing is going to show. There's no way, like, the behavior is going to come out. So know them. And another thing that helped would be, that I would suggest, is attend conferences. So attend events that would help both of you. So there are lots of relationship events out there, singles, getting married, and this sort of events would help you ask questions. And I attended a couple at church before I got married as well. There was one that stood out to me that I attended, was where I was able to ask questions from those that are like married, and they also explained, the answers and the explanation they gave helped me, because like, oh, the way you both are before you get married or you got married is not the same way you would be when you get married. It's going to be a different, like, ball game entirely. Not trying to scare anybody at all. It's not like, oh, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, but like, this is the person that you're going to be building your future with. You're gonna have kids, you're gonna build your home. So that way I was able to have like understanding on some questions that I was having a doubt of my mind, like, oh God, can I do this? Is it possible? It's possible. So yeah, so that is the fifth one for that question. I hope I was able to answer your question. And the other question I was asked was, are you a spender or a saver? Okay, I'm a spender and I'm a saver at the same time. So it depends. If I'm trying to save for something, or if I'm trying to get something, I'll save for it. But if I see something that I like and I have money for it, sometimes I get it. Sometimes I'm like, what would Jesus do? Like, should I spend it right now or wait and actually save for that thing? But yeah, I'm a bit of both, basically. So, what is a deal breaker for me? This question, what is a deal breaker for me? Someone that is not honest. So I don't like people beating around the bush. If anything, I like you to be straightforward, straight to the point, be honest. I like being with people that are real. So if for example, I'm in a really friendship, or you can't tell me the truth and then like you're gaslighting me. No, I need you to be honest. I need you to be open, and that's one thing I love, because I don't like to. If I don't like to be like, just be straight, be open, be direct. That is my deal breaker. And then long hair or short hair? Short hair for now, because I'm still rocking my pixie cut. So yeah, even though it's taking me a lot of time and I'm getting used to it, actually getting a hang of it, but yeah, it's the short hair for me. So what has marriage taught me? Man, marriage is like a learning curve, and it's a new school. I thought I was done with school, but marriage is a new school to me. So for me, what I've written down actually is thinking about the needs of other people. So thinking about the needs of other people in terms that I'm not thinking about just myself at that point, or putting myself first. It's thinking about what does this person want, do they need, and another one would be implications of my action. So what I do would reflect on my husband or my partner. So I always take that into consideration, because before I got married, I can tend to just think about myself, because it's just. So the next question is, what is my favorite color? I actually don't have a favorite color. Do I have a favorite color? No. I don't have a favorite color. I think my favorite colors are bright colors at the moment. Anything that is bright, I'm down for it. So the next question is tips on how to budget and save for your wedding. Oh my god, saving for a wedding was a struggle, because at first I didn't expect the wedding to cost much, because I didn't think it was going to be a whole lot of money that I can, I don't even know, I can use to pay for mortgage or something. It was a shock, basically. So tips on how to save. My first tip is marry a rich husband. That's the only way you can save. No, I'm joking. It would be to have a budget. Basically, the budget would be so you need to plan. Okay, let me just go back. Make some plans. Okay, so when you make plans, you start researching on sort of venues, and then you're okay, how much is this gonna cost? And then you start putting them down. So what we did was we had a spreadsheet that we can put down all our everything that we come across cost wise, and then we can then be able to start planning on the sort of budgets we're looking at. So another thing would be to discuss with your partner. So when you both will be able to discuss, okay, this is how much we're looking to spend for our wedding. This is how much we're looking to, put together to make sure our wedding is a success, because it has to be a success. So it can't go wrong. I know they say it's just for a day, but the wedding has to be a success. So another tip which I would also say is cut your coat according to your material. So cut your coat according to your material. In other words, don't do more than you can afford. Don't do more than your budget, because at the end of the day, you don't want to have to start borrowing money from people. And when you do borrow money from people, obviously you're gonna pay that back. And then when you're done with the wedding, and you have expecting people are going to give you money, people are going to give you this. My dear, they're not going to give you money after the wedding. It's you and your husband by yourself after the wedding. So it's better for you to cut your coats according to your material. In other words, only spend money that you can afford at that moment, that you have or you have saved towards for the wedding. So if you feel like what your budget is not cutting it, or the size of the wedding is not what is not helpful, or you don't think it's feasible, the next thing will be to reduce the size of your wedding. Because at the end of the day, all people are going to come and do is, oh, we're coming to eat and dance and celebrate with you. I understand that, but then they bring in people that are not invited, and then that would mean more money and stuff. And also, there's some vendors that you can use that are, you know, they're not expensive, they are cost effective, and if you tell them what you can afford and tell them your budget, you give them your budget, guys, trust me, they would work according to your budget. It doesn't have to be elaborate. So that would be another one. So another thing is, when you've made your budget, you've looked at your finance, you've looked at, okay, this is the sort of vendors, this is who we want to use, what we want to do, then you can start saving up. So what we did was we saved up a particular amount of money every month into a pot, so that way we know this is what we are, you know, saving towards, this is the goal we're trying to achieve. And if anybody or like family or friends wants to give you money towards what you're working towards in just your wedding, then that will come in, but then you're not depending on people, or you're not going to borrow money for your wedding. So yeah, that is that. So the next question is, what advice would you give singles looking to settle down? So it still ties back to the other question. It would be, have a relationship with God, because if you don't have a relationship with Him, you don't have a relationship with your Father, how are you supposed to build a relationship with another human being, or someone that you're supposed to be spending the rest of your life with? So build your relationship with God. Have a relationship with yourself. Again, relationship with yourself, it matters a lot. Study Christian books. There's lots of books on getting married that you can read, and that would help you prepare as well. And move with people. This is something I've learned as well, is move with people that are where you are going to, because they've already been there. They already have like years and years and years of experience. So there's no way you wouldn't pick one or two things. The table is too small. There's no way you won't pick something from them that would, you know, literally help you to be, you know, get where you want to be. So another question that was asked was, what inspires you? So what inspires me? So I don't know what context the question is for, so I'm just gonna link this to what inspires me to make my YouTube videos. So what inspires me to make my YouTube videos would be for me to be able to share my experiences and help other people. So the reason why I actually started my YouTube back 3 years ago was because, okay, I love doing makeup, and having worked on like beauty stands, I felt like there was one or two things I could, you know, help people with or impact people with from my knowledge. And that, so and another question that I was asked was 5 things you've learned so far in marriage. So it's accountability. So you have to be accountable to each other. You have to be selfless. You have to be patient. That is key. You have to be patient. And planning. So you're starting a family together. You need to plan towards it. So how are we going to make life better for ourselves? How are we going to make life better for our children that are yet unborn? How are we going to, you know, pave way into things that would make their own lives even much easier? Yes. And the last one is, you have to unlearn, learn and relearn. So Before marriage, you've learned some things that they tell you, aunties and uncles tell you, oh, this is what's gonna happen in marriage, and you get into the marriage, right? And then it's not what they've said that actually happens. Then you have to start unlearning, and then you have to learn the right way, basically. And then the last one is relearn. So basically, you can, like I said earlier, marriage is like a school. You can never stop learning. You have to keep learning, and I'm sure you get there. Alright, so another question is, what is my dream vacation? I think I've always told Peace that I wanted to go, even my husband, I want to go to Korea. Korea is, I don't know, is it a dream vacation? But I've always dreamt of going to Korea. I think it's a movie shot. But one thing you need to know is, I don't like traveling, no. I don't like flying. If we're not going on holiday on floor, where I can, see myself on the ground, I don't want to go. But I always summon the courage to travel, because if you're married to someone that likes traveling, you have to travel. So you have to like traveling. So another question was, what is something that drives you every day? So one thing I would say that drives me every day is the love of God. The love of God drives me every day, and having to know that, okay, I love God. He loves me no matter my imperfections, impurities. He loves me, and when things are not going well, I know that I have someone that I can easily turn to. I can easily go back to, like, legit is going to be there. It might not be like quick or something, but the fact that I have that in mind, that okay, God is there for me no matter the situation, is that is one thing that drives me every day. So another question that I was asked was, let's see, do you speak any other languages apart from English? I speak Yoruba. Okay, let me speak Yoruba. So, Ekaso. No, my Yoruba is better than that. I'm speaking like Peace. Let me see, what can I speak in Yoruba? Okay, orúkọ mi ni Damilola Iguko. Mo ń gbé ní UK. And ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń wo channel mi, ẹ káàsán o, and mo hope pé gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ti sọ ó make sense. Oh my gosh. Me God, I know that Yoruba was awful, but I have on my list, I hope I've covered everything, is, oh no, I still got more, because if I don't answer this one, I know the person is going to come for me. So what's my favorite thing to do after work? So when I come back from work, I really literally want to just I wanted to say take off my clothes. I literally just want to sit down, have dinner and watch TV. That's what I want to do after work. Or probably. So another question I was asked, I think I'll just do this last two now, is what is my favorite place to live? So what's my favorite place to live? My favorite place to live would be somewhere quiet, like where I live right now. There's no noise. Like even when I go back, to my parents, I sometimes I feel like I'm in the wrong place. But I still love it though. I love it. But yeah, so that's my favorite place. If I could be any biscuit, what biscuit would you be? I would be Oreos. Because I feel like Oreos is like chocolate, cream, chocolate. So you don't know what's inside like until you actually taste it, if that makes sense. Oh yes. So that's it. So the last question is, if I could be any fruit, what would I be? Let's see. Strawberries. I like strawberries. I would say strawberries actually. Thinking about it. I was gonna say bananas, but I think strawberries. Strawberry or blueberries. They're quite nice. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna have some strawberries after this. But yeah, so that is it. That's it. So yeah, so guys, if you have any questions that you want me to still answer, I can still answer more questions. But I believe I've been able to answer every questions. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. What are you waiting for? Click the subscription button and share this video as much as possible with your friends and family and loved ones. But yes, so that's it for me, and it's your girl Dami as always, and see you guys same time, same place. Bye.